Institutes of the Christian Religion by John Calvin. Book 1, Chapter 5, Section 9. We ought not to rack our brains about God, but rather we should contemplate Him in His works. We see that no long or toilsome proof is needed to elicit evidences that serve to illuminate and affirm the divine majesty. Since from the few we have sampled at random, whithersoever you turn, it is clear that they are so very manifest and obvious that they can easily be observed with the eyes and pointed out with the finger. And here again we ought to observe that we are called to a knowledge of God, not that knowledge of which, content with empty speculation, merely flits in the brain, but that which will be sound and fruitful if we duly perceive it, and if it takes root in the heart. For the Lord manifests Himself by His powers, the force of which we feel within ourselves, and the benefits of which we enjoy. We must therefore be much more profoundly affected by this knowledge than if we were to imagine a God of whom no perception came through to us. Consequently, we know the most perfect way of seeking God, and the most suitable order is not for us to attempt with bold curiosity to penetrate to the investigation of His essence, which we ought more to adore than meticulously to search out, but for us to contemplate Him in His works, whereby He renders Himself near and familiar to us, and in some manner communicates Himself. The Apostle was referring to this when he said that we need not seek Him far away, seeing that He dwells by His very present power in each of us. For this reason, David, having first confessed His unspeakable greatness, afterward proceeds to mention His works and professes that He will declare His greatness. It is also fitting, therefore, for us to pursue this particular search for God, which may so hold our mental powers suspended in wonderment as at the same time to steer us deeply. And as Augustine teaches elsewhere, because disheartened by His greatness, we cannot grasp Him, we ought to gaze upon His works, that we may be restored by His goodness.